The images of artwork on this poster all represent the concentration camps of the Holocaust. In common, they all display images of barbed wire. This represents the containment and servitude the prisoners experienced. Some prisoners even ran into the electric fence in an attempt to end their painful life. This first image of the hand reaching through barbed wire was created by Japsen Floral in 1946. Japsen was a prisoner at Auschwitz labor camp. It is believed that is the setting of this artwork. A symbolic matter in this image is the tattoo across the arm. All prisoners had a number, not a name. To the German enforcers, they were just another victim of the terror they were subjected to. The blood spilling across the page represents the mass murder that took place in the concentration camps. Viewers feel empathetic towards this image as it demonstrates the determination to survive through such a dishonourable time. This second image was painted by M. Tavosky, first name unknown. It again displays barbed wire behind two malnourished, starving prisoners without clothes, crouched. No clothes represent the extremely scarce rations the prisoners got. The setting is a concentration camp, but the specific site is unknown. The date is also unknown, but it is believed to have been created shortly after the end of the war. One figure appears to be looking up in a praying gesture, hoping for a saviour. He looks faithful yet anxious and tormented. The second figure is crouched over, hunched back and head between knees. He looks more pessimistic, despondent and broken down. Viewers feel empathetic towards this image as it demonstrates the poor treatment towards the prisoners. This third image of the multiple people restricted behind barbed wire was painted by Edith Birken. It was created in 1947 in Prague, but the image's setting is located in Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, the same camp Anne Frank died. In the foreground, sets of twins stare into your soul behind the containment of the barbed wire. Their faces look grim and utterly sad due to the torture they were subjected to. The infamous striped pyjamas are apparent, and they represent the lack of individuality, as the prisoners were all treated like animals, no exceptions. The striped clothing was usually infested with lice, so even in the dead of winter, sufferers were forced to be naked due to the uncomfort of lice biting at their skin. In the background are the cabins/sheds the prisoners were forced to build and live in. They were all crammed to the brim, which made it easy for sickness to spread. Chimneys smoking are also clear. They represent the slaughter of innocents. Viewers feel empathetic towards this image as they are able to connect with the pain of the prisoners. This fourth painting was set in Auschwitz. It was painted by Felix Nussbaum, who was born in 1904. He died at Auschwitz in 1944, 4 years after this was painted. The common symbol barbed wire appears in the background, surrounding the perimeter of the camp like a cage. Front and centre is a man, head between knees. He appears to be crying due to the inhumane methods of the Germans. He is not wearing the striped pyjamas, as they were most likely infested with lice, but he is covered in a brown dirty sack due to the unhygienic practices. In the background there is a shed. It is where the prisoners sleep. If they were seen in there during work hours, they were brutally killed, no matter the circumstances. It represents the unfair treatment of the prisoners. Viewers feel empathetic towards this image as they feel sorry for the poor, lonely, malnourished prisoner without any clothes. The final artwork is by George Siegel. It is a sculpture and is titled The Holocaust, created in 1982. The artwork consists of 11 life-size figures cast in bronze, painted white, and arranged behind the barbed wire fence. It was built in memorial of the 6 million victims of the Holocaust. It is set in San Francisco, but the sculpture represents the concentration camps set around Europe. The man is clinging on to the barbed wire, looking sad and tortured. He is most likely missing his family and past life. It demonstrates the deprivation and degradation the prisoners faced and was a tribute to the city due to this deep meaning. Viewers feel empathetic towards this sculpture as they feel sorry for the statue who appears to be clearly suffering. All of these 5 artworks displays the torture and torment the inmates constantly faced. A common symbol was the barbed wire, representing containment and restriction. The pessimistic and deprived emotion of the images suggests a feeling of grief and degradation. All images display the servitude of the Holocaust and can be interpreted as a tribute to the terror of the concentration camps of the Holocaust.